Part of your story this year is all those early morning walkthroughs that you do with Cliff and all that. What do you get out of those?
Reps. Just going over the plays for the week, and the more reps you get at it, the more comfortable you are with it.
How important do you think they've been for you?
I mean, they help out. Like I said, the best lesson in life is failure, so I get to fail in those type of things, type of situations, and move forward. So by the time game time comes, I'm not thinking about just going out there and playing.
Early thoughts on Detroit's defense, just what they've obviously had a lot of injuries, but it's still been pretty productive.
Yeah, good defense. They get their hands on the ball, obviously, with Kirby and I call him BB, but Brian Branch. Obviously, up front, what they could do, create pressure, play some man coverage because they trust their guys on the outside. It's going to be a challenge for us.
Obviously, there's been a lot of alumni around here over the course of the year, which for you is the norm, but historically has not been the case. A lot of the guys have just not been around. Do you sense when you've been around them that there is some sort of joy with them as they're talking to you and this team about this change this season and how things are looking different than it's been the last many years?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, everybody's excited. I don't really focus too much on that. I kind of focus on the task at hand, but we love having them around and showing their support and their joy to the season that we're having.
Jayden, on Monday, DQ said that inside the lens of the helmet that you're a killer. So I'm curious, that mentality, when you're on the field, what does that look like? What does that feel like?
I don't have an answer for you on that. I'm just competitive, man. I just want to win. I'm going to do whatever it takes to win. But to answer the question, I really don't know. It's kind of just me just going out there and playing football.
And this is truly a full circle moment for you. This is going to be your first time back in Detroit since the NFL draft. I mean, how cool is that for this full circle to kind of be completed here?
I mean, it's awesome. Just somewhere where my dreams became reality, and now to go back and play a playoff game there against a very good team, it's just nothing but a blessing.
You have professed to be just steady and calm. Did the first playoff game feel any different to you at all? And as you get deeper, has anything changed in the makeup of your guys?
Nah, it's just another game to me. Obviously, everybody puts the implications and, makes it bigger than what it really is. But at the end of the day, it's still the game. You got to go out there and stick to your routine, stick to who you are, the process of what got you there, and go out there and just play football. And then to the guys, we're just taking it day by day, be what our feet are, and, we'll handle business when the time to come.
Coach said he loves the last 5-6 games. This is why you coach, is to be in those situations where you can pull it out. Sometimes it doesn't work out for you. What's it like for the quarterback of this team when you're in it to win it at the last minute?
I mean, it's like kind of what he says, what you live for. It's what you kind of play the sport for. When it's time to go out there and make plays, you're going to see who rises to the occasion and make plays. So, we kind of thrive there. Obviously, we would rather go out there and win by 20. But when those situations come up, that's what DQ and them preach so much, and they teach us about situational football, so we're always prepared for those moments.
Obviously, a couple days later, how's the cheek eye? Like, how you feeling?
I'm good. It was just nothing but a little cut.
Any annoyances with it at all, or has it changed the helmet or anything?
Nah, just a little cut.
Kind of going back to his question about those late game moments. I mean, are there times in these games where it's going to come down to the wire, and then kind of how do you mentally start preparing on, how you guys handle that?
I think you kind of just see how much time you're going to get with kind of the clock. You can get the ball back at this amount of time, obviously bearing if like a turnover or something doesn't happen. But, I mean, it's kind of just staying in the moment, not worried too much about what the outcome could be, what the end of the score, what could happen there. It's like, hey, when we get an opportunity to go out there and you got to go out there and make some plays, let's do it.
And David Blau, I mean, I know he's talking to you a bit after the last game. How has he helped you this season? I mean, what has been his biggest strength in his first year as a coach?
I mean, just the approach. Obviously, he's competitive too, so we get there and he tries to fire me up with some things and get me going. But obviously just the ins and outs. He's very smart, very intelligent. And just the little things. But obviously, too much. They don't really like try to coach me a lot. Outside the X's and O's, just kind of just hey, be there, motivate, breathe life into me, and let me go out there and play ball.
When's the last time you were nervous on a football field?
I don't know. I don't want to say like nervous, but I think like you just get butterflies. And I kind of just. My dad always told me like you get butterflies, that means you're alive, but it's not necessarily nervous because I'm always prepared.
When did your dad tell you that, and what was how did you embrace it, or did it come over time?
I don't think I was ever nervous because it was just fun. Football is fun for me, but I just know that I'm always prepared for the moment. I could just go out there and live what happens.
Good afternoon, Jayden. You talked about De'Ami Brown making some big plays for you guys on Sunday. Can you just kind of talk overall about him as a receiver and as a teammate?
Yeah, great teammate. Has my back. I have his back, and he's always there for everybody. So just see him when those times, when those plays need to be made, for him to step up and make those plays in those critical moments. Nothing but excitement for him and how hard he works, because I know he prepared for moments like that.
Hey, Jayden, staying on the receivers right now, OZ and Crowder, Brown, and all of those guys. Have you seen that they have even stepped up even more now? Because when you look at their play right now, everybody is involved in the process right now and making big plays.
Yeah, I think those guys are just making the plays when they come their way. They're not pressing or anything. They work extremely hard. They block without the ball. That's kind of what we preach on offense, is like, hey, running without the ball. You never know what block might spring the runner. You never know what you could do to help out, the team. So it's just 11 playing as one. Everybody's doing their job, and that's kind of what we preach. So kind of to answer your question, what you see everybody like level of play rising. I mean, there's no surprise to me.
Hi, Jayden. I'm not sure if you've had time since you got back from Tampa, or if you've been able to see, I guess, the level of excitement. I mean, it's been nearly 20 years since this franchise has won a playoff game. Have you seen it at all, the excitement amongst the community, amongst the fans, and what's that kind of like, knowing that you were able to help lead and bring something back to this fan base?
No, I haven't been able to see it. I kind of stay in my own bubble right now, focus on what's next. But I could just tell a lot of people are excited. I mean, the people I kind of experience the most is my parents. So they always tell me about everybody that's excited to see them and stuff like that. But for me, I just kind of just stay in my own bubble, stay at home.
You've always been within your bubble, your family, your friends. You had your teammates from LSU come out and support you in Tampa. How integral has that support been, your support system, your inner circle been for you as you've gone throughout this rookie year?
Yeah, it's night and day. Just knowing that I have people in there, win, lose, or draw, no matter what, always going to love me unconditionally, always there to support me. And then, just see Malik and Brian show up to the game. They didn't have to do that. Could have been somewhere on vacation or anything. But, that relationship, that bond that we built over those couple of years, man, it's just bigger than football.
Having that support system, through your whole life, has that been just kind of easy to always lock in?
Yeah, I mean, I just kind of just was able to know that I had people outside of football who's going to help me out and take care of things that I need to be taken care of, so I could just focus solely on football when the time being. So, yeah, it's been a joy for sure.
Jayden, Detroit's got one of the great crowds and atmospheres in the league. What are some of the elements in pre-snap operation that allow you all to get to the play, get to a check, get to whatever you need to do, and execute without the false starts, without the offsides, all the motions or similar penalties?
Yeah, I mean, just kind of just getting on the ball, getting set, not really just moping around. So we have time to see the defense, to see if we need to make a check or, we need to communicate protection and stuff like that. So it kind of just goes with our urgency and how we approach the line of scrimmage each and every play.
How important is Biotish to you as this is going on, as this goes on in real time, as the play clock's going down?
Extremely important. Just somebody that I talk to daily about different looks that we see, whether that's run game protection, stuff like that. So just be able to be on the same page. So we see something we already know, like, hey, this is let's do this protection. Let's go here. Let's maybe flip this protection and go this way.
Couple more.
To follow up on Dia's question, just kind of about crowd, playing big time college football, you've played in a ton of big environments before. Is that something that you've had to grow with and get adjusted to, or is it something that, kind of being calm and cool in those situations came second nature?
I think you kind of just get used to it, but obviously it's something new to me, and I heard Detroit is very electric, so I'm excited for their fans to come out to bring some juice, because I know it's a very passionate fan base, and obviously rightfully so with the team that they're having. So I know it's going to be loud in there. So, we got to go out there and be prepared, ready for the crowd noise.
Are you the type of guy that draws off opposing teams' noise? Get a little juice from that?
Nah, I just go out there and just do me.
I appreciate it, Jay.
Appreciate y'all.
Locker room open, Yep.